What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to level 2 of the Protoss campaign on Starcraft Brood War, the remastered version. And for this level, things get a lot more heated up and interesting. We are still facing off against the Zerg, who managed to get on Shakuras.
There are Zerg on Shakuras. They must have taken control of the warp gate on Ire.
So, the first few minutes of this level is, yeah, it's just a long wait, to be honest. What is pretty much gonna happen now is we're gonna wait for the Nexus to finish. Once the Nexus is finished, then we will get an attack from the Zerg. Now, ideally, you don't want to lose any of your probes, so just put your probes here on the far side where they are out of the way. Get your zealots around this area over here. The 4 zealots that we have are really not enough in order to deal with the hydralisks that are coming. But we will be getting some reinforcements, so no need to panic when you all of a sudden see an overwhelming amount of hydralisks coming in and, you know, working about wiping you out. Like I said, the aim should be to keep your probes alive in a situation like this. If they are not spotted and if you split your zealots up into these 2 groups, they should be perfectly fine. So, pretty soon. Kakaru. And here comes the attack. With reinforcements.
Glad I am to see that you've returned home after these many decades. But the strange guests that have followed you here seem ill-tempered. Well met, my brother. Indeed, these creatures known as the Zerg have no regard for the sanctity of life. Once we have secured this area, I shall tell you everything I know about them in council. I'm sure the matriarch will be eager to hear your tale as well.
Executor, we have received a transmission from Raynor and Fenix. They are still alive and are fighting to retake the warp gate on Ire. We must secure the gate on this side without delay.
Oh yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, well, actually, before I move into that, yes, we do have access to the Dark Templar now, as you saw them in the first campaign for the Protoss campaign. Now we can actually make these units and use them to our disposal, which is exactly what we're going to do for the time being. They are, as you've noticed, incredibly strong, permanently cloaked, and yeah, they cost a bit of money to make, but for the most part, not too expensive. Anyways, now that I saw Artanis, it reminded me that if you know a little bit about the lore of this game, then you will know that Artanis is actually the Protoss hero that you play with in Starcraft 1. You don't actually find that out up until you delve into the lore of the game. But yeah, you play as Praetor Artanis in the first Starcraft. So yeah, just a little something nice to know. Anyways, off to what goes on in this level. Purple is not a problem. Instead, orange is gonna be the Zerg that we deal with for this level. Make sure to keep track that we have a decent amount of pylons up and running. We're going to be focusing the first half just getting our base up and running as we usually do.
There's no sign of Phoenix or Raynor. They must still be on Ire.
I'll send an Overlord now, I assume. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, they usually, as soon as your Dark Templars start attacking, they tend to send in Overlords in order to try and detect them. Yeah, it costs us a Dark Templar, but we're just gonna make more, so don't even worry about that. The first structure you should go about building for this level, I would recommend, is a forge so that we can get defenses up. We will be facing some attacks every once in a while. So, yeah, just be prepared for something like that. We are... there we go. Exactly what I was wondering about. A little bit of micromanagement, and you don't even have to lose a single unit. Pity that we lost so many zealots, though. But better to lose them than the probes. There are some units in this location over here, so we'll go and take care of them soon. Should get our gas up and running, and immediately start building some photon cannons. 2 or so is more than enough. For now, at least. So from here on out, at this part over here, it's, yeah, this is as far as we can really go with our Dark Templar. So what we ideally want to do is build our gateways and everything in this region, so that we can just make an army, have them close by, and yeah, just overrun the Zerg afterwards. Start getting this up and running. 3 for now would be fine. Send this probe here to the bottom side. If I have it correctly, there are some units located over here. So, send in our zealots. I don't think that these zealots are going to be strong enough in order to deal with those things, though. So, yeah. Ah, there we go. I happen to be right. So they will now send out an overlord, which is great for us. We can take care of that nonsense over there. Cost us a Dark Templar, but not the end of the world. Build 1 gateway, because like I said, we are going to be building more on this side of the map. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, you can actually use them to block things off too. Okay, not a problem. We are free. Build things like our tech and cybernetics core, you know, those kinds of things. Try to block off your photon cannons. As demonstrated before, it's a very, very effective maneuver to use to your advantage. Get damage as well, as Protoss units are pretty durable to begin with. And yeah, I would say the first phase is going pretty well. For safety reasons, you never know when the Zerg might have something like a drop that falls in on the side. I don't actually ever recall that happening, but it's rather safe, be safe than sorry kind of security measure, to put it that way. Okay, things are looking good, looking positive. We should get this Nexus up and running ASAP. Benefit from the extra bit of income, and then move to the right side. Try to claim, no, not try, definitely claim this mineral patch as well for the extra bit of minerals that we can get from there as well, and start building up our gateways. So you can build around this area or this area over here. We don't need that many. So yeah. Things are looking good. Definitely build a couple of photon cannons over here as well, because the Zerg might decide to attack this location. And we need to get our Citadel of Adun as well. Don't forget about this. We have a nice little wall up and running here. Yeah, there are some gaps, but for the most part, it's looking good. Good range is important. Now, station our Dark Templar over here, because we don't want our probes to get cut off by some possibility. Two cannons should be fine. Keep on making those sweet, sweet probes, and definitely get the zealot movement speed or leg enhancements. Ideally, this is how you want to go about spending your resources, by the way. Actually, let's get the gas first, because the gas is coming up a whole lot slower than the minerals at this rate. So one of the reasons why I'm not really making units is because it's a bit of a money waster, to be honest. I mean, we have everything that we want. The 2 Dark Templar are gonna knock down most of the stuff, and yeah, we have the cannons, so it might take down one cannon, maybe, or none at all. If you want to be extra safe, just put down an extra cannon. Yeah, sure, cannons are expensive, but at the same time, they do a pretty good job at keeping things alive, so yeah. Just build cannons instead. You're gonna be saving money instead of having to lose units and remake them. You can of course start making units that you're gonna use later on. That's also a good idea, but it's completely up to you about how you're gonna approach this. I rather at this stage want to save up the money so that I can use it to get the extra base up and running and get this base saturated ASAP. I mean, and also to top it all off, get upgrades as well. We should definitely build a robotics facility so that we can get to the other upgrades quickly too. And we don't have to worry about Dark Templar in the meantime. They are not gonna be as important for now. They've done their job for this level, to be honest. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna build the pylons on this over this area over here. Let's just get this probe to trigger these units over here for us. Perfect. And build the Nexus. 3 to 4 gateways should be more than enough. And as for the robotics facilities, we're gonna build them right over here so that we can get our reavers to spawn out in this area over here. Minerals in this area looking fine. This mineral line over here is going to dry up soon. So yeah, let's split our probes a bit. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Not good. Whew, this is bad. Or is it? No, 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 no. It's actually fine. It's looking just fine. We might lose probes. Or we might not. Okay, well. That's perfectly fine. Ah, they went for this base instead. Not the best choice in my opinion. They could have gotten a lot of free units from that location, but they decided not to. Their problem, not mine. Anyways, go about making these dragoons. Upgrade still looking positive. Get that upgrade up and running. Let's see if we can knock this baby down. Yes, we can. 6 to 9 dragoons should be more than enough. Everything else is looking just fine. Actually, we could have had one more on gas over there. Not a big deal. Two reavers will be more than enough. And get our zealot count up and running. And then from here on out, we're gonna be just fine. You can make more gateways if you want to be extra fancy. And make good use of all of your minerals. We're just gonna combine these Dark Templar with our zealots. Wait for that upgrade to finish before we fully engage. And also wait for our reavers. Five, 6. By what? Oh, Mutalisks. Eesh. What are the odds, huh? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, the game is pretty much at an end now. Let them destroy it, get closer, and then we'll just deal with the rest. Okay, let's start engaging. Send the Reavers out on the forefront so that they can be the closest to dealing lots of fine-ass damage. From you run out, it's over and done with. Mission accomplished.
Executor, my crew and I will remain here on Ire and shut the gate down on this side. It's the only way to make sure that the Zerg won't send more reinforcements to Shakuras.
You will be hopelessly outnumbered. And once the gate is shut down, there will be no one to save you should you be overrun.
Yeah, well, I'm a man of action. What can I say?
I shall remain with Raynor as well, Executor. My duty is to Ire after all.
Farewell then, brave warriors. We will send through all the troops we can spare.
Thanks. You kids just remember to play nice from now on, okay? Wish us luck.
Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of level 2 of the Protoss campaign on Starcraft Brood War Remastered version. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Refer it to your friends that would like to learn some more about Starcraft Brood War. And definitely stay tuned for level 3, where things get even more heated, where we have to go about a little bit of a different strategy in order to deal with Zerg defensive lines, so you definitely don't want to miss that out. See you next time.